Hello, my lives. So, I haven't really gotten a big picture of what today's message has to do with, but I will make a couple of notes of things that have been showing up for me, in the case that they've been showing up for you. One of those things is my favorite band member from my favorite band, 5 Seconds of Summer, Michael Clifford. He is coming out with this single of himself on Wednesday, and ever since then there's just been all their past songs have been showing up on my For You page. So it's kind of nostalgic, but on top of that, I went out with one of my friends from work today, and she just started maybe a month or two ago. Maybe not even that. We have the Knight of Wands. And we decided to hang outside of work today, and she made us dinner, and I brought some fruit, and we just sat at the park for a while just talking about anything and everything. And I think in that point the sign was that the Ten of Cups. It is possible to align with the right people, like your soul tribe. We have the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands. No. But that has always been something that I've really struggled with, is connecting with the right people. And I feel like in this rest period there's a bit of nostalgia to it, but I think that the nostalgia that you're feeling, or I'm feeling, or both of us, is things that make you you. To revitalize that drive and energy and passion, things that make your heart sing. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So I'll look at these cards, see what they're trying to say, get back to you. So I think with these cards, the way that I'm seeing it is these ones are of the past and present. These ones are specifically for the present, maybe possibly also the past. And I see these two as the future. So with the Hanged Man, it talks about being in suspension of movement. So you're stuck. Possibly this creature, it looks like the meme where they're I'm sat. It seems like they're sat waiting for something to happen. And I see with the Five of Wands, it talks about unforeseen obstacles. But it looks like in this there's a little more movement. The wings are moving, but I also see that they're in a level where they're meditating a lot. At least this is what I'm seeing, is that they're not closed off from the world or anything like that, but they're very heavily listening and observing everything going on around them, with the eyes that are, I can't tell if those eyes are closed or open, but it's looking at things from a different perspective. With the Page of Pentacles, this has to do with looking into your dream messages, because I'm guessing in this time there's things that are being told to you, answers that are being told to you in your dreams, or even just signs around you of animals that are showing up around you a lot. I know one of the ones I've been seeing a lot are roosters, which roosters, like, we see a lot of hens on Big Island, but not necessarily roosters. But there's been a lot of roosters while I've been driving lately. With the Page of Wands, this card has to do with looking beyond the illusion. And the way that I see that with this, like looking beyond the illusion, is I think that there's been a lot of things that have been, like, you've been trying to manifest them into your life, but with the self-worth limitations that you're working through, I think that there's a part of you that has been saying, like, these things could never happen for me. These things could never go the way that I'm wanting them to, or better. And I think that this is, like, with this card, it's telling you that you can manifest your dream reality. You just have to step out of that area where you're telling yourself that these things could never happen. Because very, like, slowly in the beginning, before all these things, like, actually come into your life, it's almost like Spirit is, like, testing the waters with you to see if you're like, if you'd be able to accept these things to come into your life. So, for example, for me, I've always wanted to be able to connect with people that I feel are on the same wavelength as me, that I don't have to fake who I am and I can be authentically myself. And I see having a friend that I can connect with on a level I've never really been able to connect with many people with. I see that as a good sign for the things that are to come in the future. I do also want to note that I have been seeing 444 like crazy. So whatever you are, like, releasing in this time of the eclipse, before, I'd say, April 12th to 14th, like, in that period before Aries closes out, there's going to be a lot coming in, because that's, like, the new year of, like, the zodiac and stuff like that. With the Knight of Wands, we have like, good news coming, good things coming, good changes. And with the Ten of Cups, I see this one as contentment. Just contentment on all ends, in my opinion. Because it's showing that, like, all your emotional cups are filled. But the other thing that I do want to note is this character right here. I see her as Rose from Titanic. Like, her look reminds me of Rose from Titanic. So I'd say there could be a romantic area of all the things that are to come in and to change, that there is, like, a romantic offer, but that romantic offer can't come in until you work through the area of your life where you're like, these things could never happen for me. Because, like, I mean, it's very easy in today's day and age to ignore what it is you want and to accept that these things, like, can't happen for you. But Spirit is pushing you to push through those thoughts, because there's a lot of good on